Hello everybody, and welcome to this Visage tutorial on our rostering capability within the system. So Visage Salon software also includes booking and rostering functionality for your staff, so you can make sure you know who's working when, and as we'll see later on, when creating appointments, very useful to remind you if someone has requested a particular employee or stylist that isn't rostered on to work that day, you get a notification. So very useful feature. How does it work? So to start with, let's create some appointments. Some rosters. So how does it work? To start with, let's create a couple of roster shifts for our employees. So similar to the appointment creation, we take the employee we want to create a shift for, drag them to the start time, and from here it's all very modifiable. So let's say we would like Nicholas to work till 5 p.m. and save. And as you can see, a very familiar style of calendar appointment functionality as we have for our customer bookings. Secondly, let's say Jackie is going to start at midday. Jackie's going to start at midday, and by default the roster times are 4 hours, but that can be updated here, and we say Jackie is going to finish at 8 p.m. Save. And then, for example, we're going to have Monica work on the next day, starting also at midday, working till 6 p.m. And we now get to see our roster forming. Very useful, similar functionality to what we have with the appointments. Now, that's great. We've created our roster. And what happens if we would like to make a copy of our current system or our current rostering to the following weeks? So what we see here is we have two functionality buttons, or buckets if you will. So drag here to copy from previous week, and drag here to copy to next week. So as the name suggests, it allows us to duplicate any of the rosters from previous or current weeks to the future. So if we want to take Nicholas's shift, and let's create one more to make it easier to see. So let's say we would like Nicholas to work on the Wednesday as well, till 2:45 p.m. And let's say a regular shift for Nicholas, we can easily create that to the following week. So we drag and copy to next week. And then if we click here, we can see in the following week, the same shifts have been applied. Very useful functionality. It means once you've created a standard shift for someone, you can just as easily drag it to the following week. If you need to modify it, just as easy as dragging around, and you're prompted to confirm that you want to change that shift. And that will not impact the shift in the previous week, as we can see. Very useful, very helpful, quick and easy. Now, we have navigated over to the calendar booking screen just to show you the benefit of having those shifts in the roster system has for actually making the bookings. So we know that Nicholas was working at 9 a.m. on the Monday. So if we go ahead and request an appointment for Nicholas to start before his rostered shift, let's say 8 a.m. and we book in Jane for a shampoo with Nicholas, we click the save, we have this warning button. And what you see it says here is be aware that the employee or the stylist that the customer has requested is not working in the time slot that they requested. However, the appointment is still made. So you can choose to update that time or get back to the customer and say the employee you've actually requested isn't working at that time. But if we were to make an appointment for Nicholas in a time slot that he is working, and we know he starts at 9 a.m. So we book in James for a time after his shift start, we don't get that warning message. So that's just a functionality built into the system to help you manage any bookings from your customer in the event that they're asking for certain staff members at a time when they're not actually working. So this has been a quick tutorial, a quick example of how the roster system works and how it links into your calendar bookings. Make sure you follow us on YouTube and check out our website for more tutorials.